This may be a little controversial, but I absolutely love AI, even as a creative. Now, I use ChatGTP quite a lot in my day-to-day life. It helps me with organising my week ahead, coming up with social media ideas, social media copy, planning my meals for the week. There's just so much that you can do with it. So I thought I would do a little experiment and ask ChatGTP how I can improve myself as a burlesque performer. And this is what it has come up with. Using ChatGTP as your virtual mentor for burlesque could be really enriching. Here are several ways I can support you as you grow and refine your art. Number 1, weekly action plans and goal setting. I can create weekly or monthly action plans based on your specific goals, like enhancing stage presence, perfecting certain moves, or refining your brand. All really good things to focus on. These plans can include exercises, targeted practice routines, or even challenges to keep you focused and motivated. Great. Motivation, focus, I need those things. Number 2, creative inspiration for acts. Stuck on a theme, costume idea, or storyline for an act, I can brainstorm ideas based on your classic meets modern style or help develop a unique twist to make your performance memorable. Now, it's saying classic meets modern because I have chatted with ChatGTP a lot about burlesque and who I am as a performer, so it's already aware of some of these things. So it's taken what it has learned from me and my previous questions and put it into this, which is really good. Okay, so it's more personalised for me. We can dive into different personas, historical themes, or even moods that inspire your burlesque alter ego. That's great, so that's going to help you with a direction to take and getting into character as well. Okay, number 3, refining your choreography. Share details of your routines and I can suggest ways to enhance them. For example, I can propose specific movements, timing tweaks, or dramatic pauses to heighten the impact. That's really great, I love all of that. If you want ideas on moves or flourishes, I can describe techniques or sequences that fit your routine's vibe and flow. So for those of us that can afford an actual mentor, that would absolutely be the preference, because ChatGTP here is going to describe how to do things, whereas with a mentor you can physically work together. They can see your abilities and your style and show you the way forward rather than just talk you through it. So yeah, ideally you would have a face-to-face mentor or online, but for those of us that don't have the money to do that or are just starting out and don't want to invest too much just yet, this is actually looking really good. So number 4, creating and polishing your brand. We can work on creating or refining your burlesque brand, whether that's choosing a stage name, defining your aesthetic, or building a cohesive social media presence. Brilliant, that's covering a lot of things there. I can help you craft bios, captions, or brand messaging that captures your unique style. Wow, okay, so it really is covering so much. I'm quite impressed so far. Number 5, social media strategy and content ideas. I can help you outline a social media plan, generate content ideas, and brainstorm ways to connect with your audience. That's really good. Sometimes it's hard to get clarity with these things when there's so much noise on social media, especially as a creative. I don't know if it's just me. I have quite a noisy brain and it is always on, and it's hard to kind of clear through that noise and actually focus on the one thing. Some people call it ADHD. I call it a personality trait, so it's just the way I am and I've always been. Right, okay, and next, need a strategy for TikTok or Instagram Reels? I can provide tips on how to create short, engaging videos to showcase your burlesque journey and boost visibility. Brilliant. Okay, number 6, developing confidence and stage presence. If you're dealing with stage fright or wanting to strengthen your stage presence, I can suggest exercises to build confidence and feel grounded on stage. That I think would be really handy for a lot of people, especially newbie performers. And again, ideally you want to do this with somebody face to face, someone who has a lot of experience on stage. So But, you know, this is a great way to start, and it's a great way to tell you what you should be focusing on and things that generally are very important as a burlesque performer. So yeah, this is actually, it's a great list. We can explore visualization techniques, warm-up routines, and that's really hard to say, mindset shifts to bring out your inner star. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, number 7, providing relevant resources and video links. Now, I always have trouble with ChatGTP giving me actual links for videos because they 99.99999% of the time are videos that are no longer available, and it drives me wild. And I have had really long conversations with ChatGTP asking it to provide me with only links that it knows are available still, only links that it knows are available in the UK. And I've done all of these lists to try and get it to do something right with these videos, and it still fails. So don't rely on it for video links. Get it to give you video search ideas perhaps, and then go into YouTube and search for yourself. Anyway, going back, I can find and verify recent YouTube tutorials, performances or instructional videos in classic burlesque and modern dance styles that are viewable in the UK. So you can tell I've asked it a lot of times to make sure they are current, viewable in the UK. Yeah, so you lie. You do lie. These can help you learn or refresh techniques and keep up to date with trends and performance innovations. Now, what is actually really great, particularly for me, I live in the middle of nowhere. There isn't really any burlesque around here. There's like one show that happens every now and then. So yeah, it's really difficult to get more than one teacher's guidance and opinion and style and techniques. And I think it's really important that as a performer you do that, is that you learn from lots of different pots, and that way you're not just a cookie cutter of one person who taught you. So yeah, having access online to classes that way is a great way to get different things from different teachers from all over the world. So, you know, it is a really valuable resource, and I think it should be used by all of us. When you can do face-to-face, do it, but don't forget there's so much online as well. Okay, right, where are we? Number 8, critiquing and improving your routines. Hypothetically, let's put that in brackets. Although I can't see you perform, if you describe your routines in detail, I can help pinpoint areas for improvement based on timing, rhythm or movement description. So that would be really difficult, I think, to do, to verbalise your routine in a way that such it can pick up on areas that might need work. I don't know if that's going to work. And again, having a face-to-face mentor or doing like a Zoom talk with somebody, or Zoom video with somebody, might be a better option for this. But anyway, this can help you assess or refine your technique by suggesting alternatives or new elements to incorporate. You know, it's worth a stab. It's worth trying and seeing what it comes up with. Okay, number 9, connecting you with resources for learning and inspiration. I can suggest books, films or other media on burlesque history, famous performers and classic routines to deepen your knowledge of the art form. That's really good. Looking into burlesque history and all of these different art forms, so not just looking at dance or, you know, burlesque in itself, but taking inspiration from other areas in art, such as film and books and actual paintings and things like that, is such a great way to get inspiration for your acts, for your burlesque persona. Yeah, it's just the perfect way to do it, really. For training, I can recommend online courses for virtual workshops to supplement your skills as a performer and a teacher. Yeah, we've already said that's a really great thing to do. Okay, number 10, performance and persona development exercises. Love this, yeah. From creating storyboards to character-driven improv exercises, I can guide you through ways to expand your burlesque persona and performance style. Absolutely brilliant, and not something I do anywhere near enough, if at all, actually. Like to have a storyboard and to do like an improv exercise, I think is a really great way to improve stage presence, your presence as a performer, maybe even like facial expressions, your improv skills. So, you know, sometimes you end up in a venue that is very different from your rehearsal space, and you might be out there in the audience rather than on a stage, and so your choreography might change, you know, the way you interact with people changes, and it's important to be able to do that just, you know, off piste and just go for it and still do it with confidence, and to have it look like you'd practiced for hours and it was, you know, just flowing from you naturally. You know, that's a really great skill to have. Okay, where are we? We could develop exercises to tap into different characters or emotional expressions that deepen your acts. Yes, brilliant. Love it. Let's tailor these ideas specifically to your current goals, whether it's a weekly confidence boost, technique refinement, or new ways to engage your audience. I'm here to keep the creativity and momentum flowing in your journey. Love that. So for me, I think I need to sit down and think about what is holding me back, and then go back into ChatGTP and say, right, create a week-long plan for me to work on my confidence, or for me to work on my motivation, for me to work on time management, you know, all of these things that factor into the reason why I am not putting myself out there. I have now gone on and I've kept this very unspecific just to see what it comes up with in the first instance. So I've gone on to ask it to create an action plan for me for this week, and here's what it's come up with. Here's a focused action plan for this week to boost your burlesque skills, confidence and creativity. Given your classic meets modern style and commitment of 3 hours, I've broken it down into manageable sections. So again, it's picking up on things I've asked it before. So I've asked it to create plans for me for various things and told it I can only commit 3 hours per week. So it's picked that up from somewhere. So that's really interesting and could be problematic, because you might want to create a completely new plan and have more time, or, you know, different aspects or things change. But you could always say, ChatGTP, forget everything I've previously told you and start from scratch. So anyway, week's goal: refine technique, explore a new persona and boost confidence through a focused practice session. Number 1, warm up and confidence building, 30 minutes. Objective: build confidence and prepare your body for movement. Exercise: try a burlesque inspired confidence boosting warm up. Number 1, power posing, 5 minutes. Stand tall, breathe deeply and embody a powerful persona. Imagine you're about to step out on stage. Number 2, sensual walk, 10 minutes. Practice walking in a way that feels grounded yet graceful. Imagine a spotlight following you and focus how each step feels. I think walking is really important, and it sounds so stupid. There are so many different ways to walk that portray a different character as well. And, you know, you might be barefoot, you might be in heels, you might be in boots. There are different, footwears that are going to affect the way that you walk as well. So yeah, walking and walking in character is a really great exercise. Okay, number 3, self-affirmation ritual, 5 minutes. Look in a mirror, make eye contact with yourself and repeat affirmations like I am captivating and unforgettable. I'm all for the positive self-talk. I don't generally do daily affirmations. Maybe it's something I should. I don't know. I'm not like a spiritually kind of person that kind of merges into spirituality, but I completely understand like the neuroscience behind that kind of thing. So from a more scientific aspect, actually, it would be beneficial and it would be good for you to do something like that. Okay, number 4, stretch and release, 10 minutes. Do slow dynamic stretches, focusing on your hips, shoulders and neck to release tension. Yes, this should be something you do all the time anyway, even if you're not a performer. stretching is great, and making sure you release tension is great. So everyone should be doing this. Number 2, persona exploration and character work, 30 minutes. Objective, deepen the connection to your burlesque alter ego or explore a new one. Exercise, choose an adjective that intrigues you, e.g. mysterious, fiery, glamorous, and explore it through movement. Yes, I love this exercise. Okay, so number 1 for this. Movement practice, 15 minutes. Choose music that aligns with this energy and move without a set choreography. Focus on embodying this adjective in your gestures, expressions and poses. Brilliant, I love this kind of thing. Yeah, just moving to music is how I begin my choreography anyway. So I just turn the music on and perform, and then I know, you know, oh, this little thing that I did worked really well, this bit didn't, you know, and that is a great way to start off your choreo as well as strengthen your character. Mirror practice, 15 minutes. Perform a series of poses or expressions while facing a mirror, focusing on facial expressions and subtle gestures. Play with how each change affects the mood and energy. This is really great, not just for performing as a burlesque performer, but also if you want to get into modelling as well. It's a great way to get to know yourself, a great way to learn how to project different characters, and yeah, just to be comfortable with yourself looking in the mirror doing these things as well. So really great tips there. Okay. Number 3, technique refinement, 1 hour. Objective, refine essential movements for your classic burlesque style. Exercise, focus on one of these 2 classic burlesque moves to improve your technique. The first one is shimmy. Practice varying the speed from slow and controlled to faster shakes. Work on isolation of the shoulders. Keep the hips grounded. Great, so that's a proper shimmy. I would call that a almost like a belly dance shimmy. You're taught to isolate. So yeah, that's great that it's gone into detail with that and not just said shimmy. So yeah, love that. Okay, glove peel. Perfect the art of slow reveal by practicing different ways to remove gloves. Experiment with teasing, pauses and eye contact. Again, the way it's gone into the little details that take it from being just take your glove off, with the pauses in particular as well. Pauses are so important in burlesque and they really get the audience going. So I love that it's included that in there. Video resource, optional. Watch a verified YouTube tutorial on burlesque basics. I can help find one that meets your preferences if needed. No, you can't, you liar. To see variations in these moves. Yeah, it's great to watch videos to help you get new ideas, to help you with technique. Yeah, great learning source. Number 4, routine experimentation, 30 minutes. Objective, integrate character and refined techniques into a short routine. So we're kind of bringing everything together now. Exercise, choose a song snippet, 1 to 2 minutes, that feels connected to your burlesque style. Combine moves from the technique practice and character exploration above into a mini routine. Focus on storytelling through your movements and consider where you can add pauses or eye contact for dramatic effect. Yes, love it. Self-feedback. Record yourself if possible and watch it back, making notes of parts that felt especially strong or areas that you'd like to refine next time. Brilliant advice I've mentioned before. Record yourself with everything you do because you can see what's working for you, what's not working for you. It helps you remember things as well. It helps with the choreography. So yeah, record everything. End of week reflection, 15 minutes. Reflect on what felt good and what you want to explore further. Jot down any new ideas for moves, personas or themes that surfaced. Brilliant. Reflection is something I definitely need to do more of with my work. So I think it's really great that it's added that in at the end. It's a great way to learn and to develop your skills and your persona as well. Brilliant. So it says, to finish, would you like some help finding a tutorial that fits this week's focus or any modifications for your routine practice? So this is where I can ask for videos, if it can actually give me some watchable videos, and any other sort of little guidance as well. So yeah, I'm quite impressed with that. Yes, it is better to have face-to-face mentorship, but as I said, not all of us can afford it, not all of us live in an area that we can have it. So actually ChatGTP is a great way to get you on that pathway and to help you realise the areas that you need to focus on and research more and work on. So while it's not physically telling me you need to do this choreography, follow me, it's telling me research, you know, this style of choreography, and then I can go on and look that up for myself. So I think it's a really great tool. The only thing I'm kind of lacking really is motivation now to do the things that it's asked me to do. So I wonder if ChatGTP could help me with my motivation levels. The camera cut off and I have no idea where it ended, so I'm going to chat through what I'm going to do next. So I did put a poll out on my community part of YouTube, and thank you for those who responded. The question was, what should I do next? And I had several different acts posted up on there, whether to redo some choreo for some, there was some costume that needed doing for some, or start a completely new act for Christmas. And thank you, nobody selected Christmas, thank God, because that would have just been too much, and I realise that now. This is my busy time of year as far as my photography business goes, so I don't have as much time to do these things. However, I've just said that, I am going to be working on a Valentine's Day act, and I don't want to give too much away, but I have most of the costume already. I know the song I'm going to use, and it should be a pretty straightforward routine to put together. So that's what's coming next. I will be sharing it with you, so I'm not going to say too much just yet. I do also need to finish off the tweaks that I wanted to make on the Power Money Gory act that I did for my 12-week burlesque challenge, and get that re-videoed. I have ordered a curtain pole for the studio so that I can have a permanent curtain go right the way across the room, so I haven't got to spend that time setting up before I want a video, because that takes so long. And by the time I've done all that, I've lost all enthusiasm, I'm tired, and I, you know, really have to push through to perform for the camera. So yeah, getting that all sorted, that should arrive today. I'll try and get that fitted this week, get the choreo sorted over the next 2 weeks, and then re-video that act and hopefully share it with you guys as well. And then there's one other thing that I want to do, which was the easiest thing for me to do, and it's re-choreograph the Art Deco routine. The others needed costume tweaks and things, but this is the one that's like most together already. So yeah, just re-choreograph that routine, get that videoed. So I have a few videos all together ready to go out in the new year to apply for castings. I have old videos of acts, but things have changed so much within those acts that I don't feel like I can use them, and I don't have many. A lot has gone wrong when I've performed, and for some reason either the videographer hasn't been able to get a video of my act for whatever reason that may be, or the lighting has been off during my act, so they've not been able to get a great video. It's been out of focus, they've managed to only get half an act. Things keep happening all of the time, and so this is why I've decided to video my own acts, so that I know they are complete together and I can do it for every single act that I've got. So that's the plan going forward. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel. As you can hear, there is so much more coming, so much more, and hopefully you guys can keep me motivated and I can keep you motivated and inspired too. So yeah, catch you all soon.